Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be working on a digital illustration I am making for our wedding invitations. Now, at first, I was going to just put flowers around the whole thing, and that was kind of my plan, but I felt like it needed something extra in the center, because I was originally going to put the flowers at the very bottom, kind of near the elbows of the skeleton arms. But then I was like, this feels weird. I don't know. I was like, something needs to be in the center, because it would be strange if it was just like a triangle of flowers going up. You know what I mean? So I experimented a bit, and I was like, well, obviously I want our names and the year on this, because this isn't just going to be used for wedding invitations, it's also going to be printed on a canvas, and I'm going to have people use this canvas as a guest book instead of just a traditional guest book, because I want something I can look at. I'm a very visual person, clearly. So I thought it would be nice to have something to hang that I can just look at and remember, like the wedding and stuff. So I started with a plain font in the middle, and I was messing around in the very beginning with just arranging that, where I wanted to put the date or the year and what font. I wound up just sticking with this very basic Pinterest-ass looking font, because I was just like, you know what, I want to figure out what this thing is, and then I'll figure out the font later. I always do the font last because it stresses me out. In my old artwork, I used to do banners with quotes and names, dates all the time. I'm talking a long time ago, like I was still in high school a long time ago. So, oh my god, I'm getting old. But yeah, I thought, hey, I haven't done a banner in a very long time, and okay, you know what? That is a straight up lie. I'm straight up looking at a painting I just did that has banners on it. What am I talking about? Anyways, I don't know why. I just like banners with old school font. Whatever. So I included that. I thought it looked kind of vintage and a little bit spooky, a little bit, pretty. I'm trying to balance pretty with creepy constantly. So, and yeah, I wound up just spending a long time on this banner and making it look really pretty. I'm really happy with how this turned out. And then later I'm going to add flowers in the opposite corners of this illustration. When I use this for the invitations, I'm thinking about moving the flowers around a bit, just because I want it more as like a frame, I think, but I don't know for sure. I'll see when I actually put the invitations together. I can actually, maybe I should show that process too. I don't know. Yeah, anyways, I'm using the same ink pen in Procreate I used on the skeleton hands. It's called Mercury or something like that. It's just a default ink pen that comes with Procreate. And I wanted to make sure this looked kind of old, this banner. I think it looks a lot more elegant when there's torn edges, because it almost reads as like ruffles. And it looks very antique-like, and that is actually the theme of our wedding, is very, gothic, antique-looking. I actually went to a Goodwill and some antique shops to get silver platters for the centerpieces and just really cool old glassware for the decorations. So, yeah, I really wanted to make sure that theme was kind of in the invitations, obviously. I mentioned this in the last video, but we are getting married in the fall, so that's why it's a little bit spooky looking, and it's also just what we like. Side note, I have my pumpkin stuff out, and it's August. during the time I'm recording this. So I think that's very telling about me as a person. I would say the most annoying thing about drawing this thing was the fact that I set it to the size I wanted the canvas print to be, because obviously it's better to shrink stuff down than to expand it and lose. You can't use it. You can't enlarge. No. So I had this set to 16 inches by 16 inches, and it only allowed me to use 4 layers. And as someone who learned how to paint digitally using Photoshop, this is a giant pain in the ass, and it really forced me to stay creative. Luckily, I like painting on 1 layer most of the time, but with things like this that I'm gonna move around on invitations and stuff, I would like to have every asset on a separate layer so I can just move them around a bit. But whatever. What are you gonna do? You know, I still have so much I have to learn about Procreate. It's insane what you can do with this app, and I've only scratched the surface. So I might actually be making the switch from Adobe Creative Cloud to just using Procreate, because a lot of what I used Adobe Creative Cloud for was Photoshop. But the only thing keeping me on is the fact that I need Illustrator. So until I find a good replacement for that, then okay, bye! Alright, so right here I am erasing the edges of the letters, and I really liked that look, but I wound up making the letters a lot more thick, because when I shrunk the image down to the size I think it'll print as on the invitations, it was kind of hard to read our names, and I didn't like that. So yeah, that's what I was doing there. Here are the details of what it looks like, and let me know what you guys think. I will be adding flowers later, so I will be editing a video of me doing that. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you next week. Bye!